Welcome. I bid you welcome to Monday Night Metal. How is everybody doing tonight? John Clauser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad, coming to you from my music corner of the world. I've already got people just kind of going nuts with comments here, so I'm like I better kind of like address some of this stuff. So I've kind of led this in with a few folks that this might be that this is the end of my music corner. And so, Sydney, there's George. How are you? My good friend, Mike Ladano from Grab a Stack of Rock, folks. Come on. And I'm just glad you're here. I know why you can't be here long, so I'm thankful that you are here, Mike. I appreciate you. Is this the Black Curtain? Cool thumbnail. Let me see. Let me pull this back up here. Okay. Let's see. Let me get back to the comments here. Christina, Sydney, and Jake, thank you all for joining. George, again, great. Thank you. Yeah, I did a workout earlier, and I decided to blow my hair dry a little bit better and kind of fluff it out a little bit more. So yeah, I got the good stuff going here. So Ken White, good to see you, my friend. Okay, I alluded to the point where I thought this would probably be my last Monday Night Metal for the year. Let me just kind of back up a little bit. So, hey, Christina, how are you? Let me just get that in there. So, hey, how are you, Christina? Good to see you. So let me back up a couple of weeks. So we learned my wife's cousin's daughter had been tragically killed in a single car crash. She was just 2 months short of her 21st birthday. And while we didn't really know her, and we don't really get to see this cousin all that often, it still rocks your world when someone so young is taken from this world so quickly. So that kind of hit me hard. And I think it hit both of us really hard. It hit a lot of folks we knew hard. Other things were happening throughout the course of the week that were, let's just say, we just needed to kind of refocus and take some steps back and refocus our lives a little bit. Recently at where I work at a Christian organization, and I had a chance to, I presented an idea to do a huddle before we opened our day up. And it was on Halloween. And I approached them with, what do we all like to do on Halloween, especially as kids? Well, we like to put a mask on, right? Put a costume on. That's what we do. That's what we did at Halloween, right? Yeah. How many of us as adults still do that? I wear one every day. You see that shirt behind me? Yeah, its mask's name is Johnny Metal. So I say, well, who is Johnny Metal and who is John Clauser? Johnny Metal likes to be kind of confident. He likes to be kind of braggadocious. He makes it look like he knows what he's doing. Like he's like really confident and stuff, And this is where I like to allude this to the wrestlers a little bit, because I've heard many a wrestler like Jake the Snake Roberts and Ric Flair, especially. Like Jake says, Jake the Snake Roberts was like, oh, I can, as Jake the Snake Roberts, I can run through walls and I can do all things. And I'm fearless. But Aurelian Smith, now that's a different story. Aurelian Smith is a very sheltered, a very frightened young man. Ric Flair, he's like, I don't know where Ric Flair ends and where Richard Flair begins anymore. Sometimes we tend to be very true. Sometimes we lose sight of who we are. We don these personas, this Johnny Metal. Mike, you went by Ace once. You went by LeBrain. Not that took took precedence in your life, but there are times when we allow ourselves as human beings, we become this person that we've created, this almost outside personality almost. I've been told for 20 years that Johnny Metal was something special to people. And I never really could figure out exactly why. And yeah. The professor, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you, my friend. Yeah. Well, I'm not even going to touch that one, Sydney. But I've been trying to figure out what is it about Johnny Metal that drew people to me as a person as Johnny Metal. I never figured it out back then. And I wish some of my old schma kids would see this and they could tell me, because I would love to know. But John Clauser, sometimes he's always been a bit of a mentally frightened person. He's always been that way ever since he was a kid. And it is kind of that alter ego. And Mike, yes, I agree. I don't know what that word means, but I'll go along with it. John Clauser tends to be very, almost a mentally frightened to step out of his comfort zone and to be the man that Johnny Metal thinks he really is, and thank you, Logan. I appreciate you, brother. It's a French saying, joy in life. Yes. Though, Mike, sometimes I wonder, when you see the joy in life that I bring in on the shows, sometimes I even wonder if that is still Johnny Metal trying to be that person, I guess, So it's one of these kind of things where I have to, it's a fight with myself. I want to be, I don't want to be this mentally frightened person that I've been ever since I was a child, who wants to, when things in life kind of start crumbling around him and he just becomes very scared inside. But I have well, maybe so. I don't know. I'm still having to work that out a little bit. Inside, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I would agree with this. Yeah. Oh no. Don't forget Metal Roger. I brought him into this world too. And Jake. Sometimes it can be like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. But I don't, I tend to lose sight of who John Clauser is sometimes. And the John Clauser that my wife, who has known me for 26 years, knew me as, yeah, that's very true, Pete. That's very true. She came to know me as a person who gave his life to Jesus Christ and was, even though he was going through a divorce, she still saw something in me that was very special. And she wanted to embrace, and she wanted to get to know me, and I wanted to get to know her. And that's where things started to go. And that's where we felt the need to embrace. And I tend to forget that, I'm this creation that I've been fearfully and wonderfully made. And I lose sight of the big picture in life. And I want to just be embraced by the love that I came to realize so long ago, before I let a mask kind of take things over on me and make me be a person that I'm not really, and, it's, but again, Mike, is the charisma Johnny Metal, or is it John Clauser? That's the part that I want to try and learn. But anyway, all that to say is I feel like I need to take a few steps back. So that's kind of why I'm not closing down my music corner completely. You can still watch all the stuff that's on the up on the screen, and that's right. You got that right, Ken. I agree. I appreciate that too, Mike. Very much. All you people who are watching, from the professor here to Jake, to Ken, to Mike, to I'll even say this to Sydney, to Logan, Ernesto, everybody that's been watching here. You have no idea how thankful I am for each and every one of you guys. Very, very much. Yes, even you, Sydney, even you, believe it or not. You and I have developed a good rapport. When I've gotten on those shows with you, we have developed a good rapport, as well as with Logan. So we all have come together pretty good. So that is a good thing. Anyway, so my music corner is not shutting down. Let me just say that first and foremost. Who we got here? Yes, absolutely. Era. Okay. Are you, that must be, this must be, oh God, help. I can't think of your, Eric. Is this Eric? Hey, Marlon's not on here. He can't tell me to cut my hair. So, Eric, thank you. If I believe that's you. Yes, I agree. Yes, absolutely, brother. Next year, let's do something. And yeah, Grant's Rock Warehouse is in the house. Thank you, brother. And and I've been very thankful for Grant, because he keeps me on here too. So, and don't worry, Grant, I'll do that show with you next week. Don't worry, yeah, there's Metal Roger in the house. That's true. That is true. And I would agree with this, Peter, because yeah, when it would just be kind of us talking, it was just Peter and John. There was no Johnny Metal. There was no professor. It was just two men just talking back and forth. And I'd like to think that hopefully I've done that with a lot of other people here too. And so I just want to be able to say that, hey, I really appreciate everybody for that. I am trying too hard to keep up with all these comments, and it's just like, anyway, my music owner is not shutting down. I just want to take a break. I just want to take a break from doing these live shows. I'm going to take a social media cleanse, where I'm going to probably be, kind of deleting off Facebook and Messenger for at least off my phone for a little while. So that's kind of what I want to be. I want to kind of just take some steps back. I'll still have Facebook and Messenger so people can still get in touch with me. I just won't be checking in all that often. So it'll be a lot less of a time where I'll be doing stuff like that. But I want to take time and pull it back in, and I want to take the time to focus on um, on my wife, my marriage, and rediscover um, rediscover ourselves in the way that we had when we first met, and realize what kind of a special bond that we have. And so that's really ultimately that's really what I wanted to do. And so well, what can I say? That I can't help you there, but but anyway, that's really all I wanted to get on here to really talk about. Um, and I just want to take a few steps back. And, the wife and I we've been taking times where we have been going for walks together in a park that's not very far from here. And it's really been a very healing time for us to do that. So that's been a good thing for the both of us. Um, we're actually going to go visit family this weekend. We're going up to my sister's house. Well, not to my sister's house, but we are going up we're going up to Nashville. I'm gonna just say this. My brother-in-law is he's having to have surgery on Thursday. Um, he was discovered with a brain tumor. It's just on the surface. I don't know exactly where. So he's having surgery on Thursday. And so we wanted to get we wanted to do a weekend thing in Nashville. We were actually originally going to do some waterfall things, but we're going to hold off on doing that. But we're going to go up there to support my sister and to just be there for her and the family. And, but we're also going to do some other fun things for ourselves that has been long overdue. Um, all that to say, I'm in a good place. I'm in a really, really good place. I think if a lot of you guys watched um, my reflection video that I do for my DDP yoga group. And I was not in a very good place for that video. Things have gotten a lot better, and it's been a very healing and a very good time since then. So I'm in a very good place. A social media cleanse is going to do my heart and soul a lot of good. I'm going to keep doing this exercise. We're going to keep being, we're just going to try to keep coming close together in the marriage, build that up. I'm hoping to drop some more weight. I'm down to 190 now. So I'm really happy with that. Wouldn't mind getting down to 180 by Christmas. That would really be cool. But I'm feeling a lot stronger. I'm feeling good. And that really is what matters. So, but all in all, I'm just happy that I feel like, I appreciate this, Ken. Thank you so much. I just wanted to let you all know, hey, I'm in a good place. I'll try to focus on the marriage, and I'm going to focus on life, focus on my relationship with God, because that's also very, very important to me. And, and I appreciate this, Peter. Thank you. Thank you. For after the year, Peter and I will be we'll figure something out. We'll do something. Have no fear. Because I want to get him back on there, and I want to do something with this guy too, Eric. As I mentioned before, I think I mentioned something to Logan here. I've mentioned this to Logan. I want to do something with him next year that I think would be fun. It's something that I got requested to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a request on one of my videos on Alex Harvey, and the guy who commented, his name is Paul. So I hope, Paul, you get to watch this sometime. Paul was like, "Man, I hope you do an album by album show on Alex Harvey." And I reached out to Logan because he was talking about wanting to do something similar. And so I was like, "Hey, we're gonna do it." So oh yeah, I'm gonna hide that comment. So we'll do something there. I'm sure I'll be doing something with Mike Lodano in the future. There's going to be something where I'll be on Sydney and Logan, Sydney and Logan's channel. I'll be on with Grant next week for 1996. But right now, I'm going to just kind of stay. This will be the last Monday Night Metal, at least until the first of the year. So we'll get back. Yeah, sorry, Jake. I didn't watch the game, so I don't even know what the score was. But I did see that we won. But sorry. Anyway, but I want to get back to the first of the year, and Mike, I hope we can get Jex someday. That's going to be my goal, to get Jex and you and a few others together. That would be fun. I think we need to do something together again. So anyway, I think there was a time period I was getting a lot of people worried. Thank you. I'm good. I'm very, very good. I'm in a much better place than I had been. And I just want to keep riding that wave. But Sabrina comes first. And that's what I really want to focus on the most. So with that said, everybody, I'm just gonna cut this short. I'm not gonna drag this out too long. Well, there. And I want to share something that we did this past weekend, and I just want to share this time a song of mine. This is from my own little do-it-yourself CD called "Reflections of My Life," and I want to do a song here. Yeah, thank you, Logan. Absolutely. You got my email and hopefully my number too. So we'll be doing something there. But but anyway, I'm going to share this little video of mine, and it's a song called "Here's My Son," and I want to share just some beauty of God's creation. So with that said, rock forever, y'all. God bless you all. Thank you. And I want to share this with you all.
There's one who is mightier than I will ever be. He's coming soon to cleanse your soul and set you free. Behold, the Lamb of God is here. How can this be? In his eyes you receive the water, and yet you come to me. As I pour the water on his head, everyone knew it would never be the same.